Hey everybody, it's Mike. Welcome back to the channel. So back with a full palm collection update, June 2024 here. And I thought I would do some individual updates. That was what was planned, but I thought, you know, it's been long enough. I'll do a full update because we finally got done with some really wet weather for a very long time. And I finally was able to mow the lawn and get out here when it's dry. So I thought I'd go ahead and start over on this side over here with the three larger Bismarck palms, Bismarckia nobilis. This is the one that really has been doing well and pushing out new fronds. There's another new spear right there. This one was just a spear on the last update, but it did not have any spear pull issues over the winter, whereas these two did, but they are coming back. So there's the new frond that came out that was in the crown before, and new spear coming out. It is a little curved, and I don't think it'll focus there. I think it's trying. But anyway, yeah, so you can kind of see it right here. And this one right here, you can kind of see where that old growth broke off right there, and then new spears starting to come up. So yep, this one's doing well too. So all three of these are actually doing really good now that the heat and the sunshine are back. 26-year-old, almost 26-year-old Washingtonia robusta, although right now I think it is about 26 years old. I dug this up in July of 1998. It was about 8 to 10 inches tall, and it's getting taller. It just keeps getting taller. Trunk keeps getting bigger, although I did clean it up. I did take a lot of the old petiole boots that were off there. A lot of them were pretty loose, so I just kind of wiped them away here from the bottom part especially, but you can see definitely getting bigger and starting to get taller too. I noticed that here in the last couple months. So doing really well, Washingtonia robusta. Some dormant seeds still, Brahia armata, Washingtonia flifera. I'm not sure if these Washingtonia flifera are fresh. I got them through the mail. There's plenty of Washingtonias down south there in the Gulf Coast, but I figured I would just order some of those along with some other ones, and they still have not come up yet, so I don't know if they're going to be any good. I have no idea how fresh they are, so keeping the fingers crossed on that. 5 younger silver Bismarck palms, Bismarckia nobilis, doing very good. They didn't have really any issues over the winter. And then this one right here that one of the fronds died off, but it basically broke off at the crown, but it continued to shoot out once the growth started up again this spring, and started to get some division there in the new growth, starting to look more like an adult frond. So yeah, hopefully these keep doing really good, because so far so good on these. And here's another dormant pot of seeds, some queen palm seeds, a couple Bismarck seeds. I don't know if those are going to come up. Those are pretty old. I just threw them in there just to see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Trachycarpus fortunei. This is still one that I need to transplant. It's starting to lean a little bit, and I keep talking about that, but I haven't done it yet. And but it keeps shooting out new growth. It's doing really good, looking very healthy, and it was probably enjoying a lot of that rain we were getting, but it was too much. It was almost too much rain. So yep, Trachycarpus fortunei doing very well. And I'm going to kind of go over here real quick and talk about these. So these are my 2 latest fatalities. These are 2 of the younger Washingtonia palms that completely rotted to death. I think it's probably from too much water, although the other ones seem to do fine. So I don't know what it was with these 2, but yep, they completely died. And over here we got the rest of them. A couple of them are looking weird, like this one right here, kind of leaning a little, and kind of has some weird growth going on. But the other ones, for the most part, are looking pretty good. They're getting really big. They're getting very tall, especially that one back there. And you can see how small the pots look now versus their height. So yeah, they are starting to grow a lot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to transplant them again here without them getting too big. I'll probably look to sell them or give them away here soon so they don't get too out of hand. Camerops humilis, these 2 right here, the pair that I've had for quite a few years now, they're doing really good. This one's really starting to show its fan fronds, and this one's on its way to showing. This is the younger of the 2, but yeah, still doing very well. Still a roughed up looking seedling right there. I'm pretty sure that's part of the Phoenix canariensis. That's one right there that came up as a volunteer, and I'm pretty sure that one might be the same. And then there's another one right there, looking a little bit, not quite as healthy, but that one right there is definitely not looking too good, but it's been hanging on, so I don't know. So we'll see how those do, but potentially 4 Phoenix Canariensis seedlings right there. And over to the next pallet, got the Livistona chinensis. A lot of these have really started taking off. Their leaves are getting a lot bigger. Like they're really getting some width to them, like that one right there. There's another one right there. And these right here have really started taking off. I actually brought these inside. I forgot to do a video about them. I brought them inside for the winter to see how they do in a house with no light. And they actually did really good. They're starting to lighten up a little bit, but they got really green. And but they didn't grow a whole lot, really much at all. They did stay alive, but they really didn't grow too much. So since I've had them back out here outside, they seem to be doing a lot better. Well, at least they're growing faster, I should say. Over here, Sabal Palmetto Lisa variation. So these still kind of look more Palmetto-like. They're not really looking too much like the Lisa variation, although this one right here looks like there might be a little bit of something going on there in the strap leaves, but I think it's still going to take a little bit longer to figure out if these are actually the Lisa mutation or not. So yep, keeping an eye on those. Up here on the deck, got the Sabal Bermudana. That's the large one there. It's really shooting out a bunch of these strap leaves, but I'm still waiting for the fan fronds to come out here. And there's more back here, and all these right here, all Sabal Bermudana. All seem to be doing pretty good, except for these two. There's another couple of fatalities I had. I don't know if they just got too wet or what happened, but the rest of them are looking really good. So I'm not sure. Not sure what happened. And then these over here are definitely fatalities. These are ones I've talked about already that I don't think are going to come back. These are all my Sabal Brazoria. All 4 of those pots had Sabal Brazoria in them, and they're all gone. So yeah, that's really kind of a bummer because I wanted to at least be able to have one survive, but it doesn't look like it. Community pot of some Livistona chinensis seeds I collected along the Gulf Coast back in January. Just kind of kept them all in this one pot. I might just leave them as a grouping, not sure yet. I did want to get them out of the pot sooner before they got this big, but I might just go ahead and leave them as a grouping. That way they don't have any root disturbance issues during a transplant. That tends to be a problem with those. Over here we got the Silver Saw Palmetto, Serrano Repens, still looking really good. There's only one right there that hasn't come up, and I think it didn't make it, I think is what happened, but the other ones here are looking pretty good. Still showing their strap leaves and still looking healthy. Over here we got Sabal Birmingham. These are all of these actually in the small square pots are Sabal Birmingham. This one right here is actually a Sabal Louisiana. And there's some more seeds in there, but I have not seen any more come up. So hopefully that one survives because I really do like those palms. Over here, still dormant Sabal minor pots. I don't think these are going to come up, but I'm still holding out hope for those as well. Over here, Trachycarpus fortunei Wagnerianus hybrids. So these are a really kind of a cool hybrid of Trachycarpus, where they're a little bit, you know, kind of have more of the stiffer, more uniform fronds, but they still got a little bit of the height of the fortunei. But yeah, more of the uniform look of the Wagnerianus fronds. So it'll be interesting to see how these look when they get older. But so far they're doing really well also. So, and I think I already got to the Bismarcks. I already got to everything up here. So oh, yep, one more. I almost forget about this table all the time. It's crazy. Texas Sabals. How could I forget about these? These have been a bane of my existence ever since I started growing them. But quite a few of them look like they've died off. Some of them have really kind of kicked back and have started to grow more fronds and starting to look a little more healthy, but there's not a lot left from the original batch anymore. So, and then I've got a few more under here that are still doing okay. That one right there, and then that one's looking pretty rough. But yeah, some of these just really weren't, they never really came back. But there are some that are still here and still doing really good. I do want to collect more of these seeds and grow them and just not put them in a community pot together for too long like I did with these. But it looks like that is it for the collection at this point. So just a few fatalities, mostly I believe from the rain, and but other than that, everything's looking really good, and that'll wrap it up for this update. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. As always, thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one.